Mm. Oh, this is Kiana. Hope all is well with you. Um, you know, enemies don't really, those who operate out of hate don't really realize what they're doing. They support your purpose. They hurt you when you go run to source, and source renews you when you turn it over to him completely. He not only on purpose renews you, answers your prayer about the thing you pray about, but he heals you in a way where he's been waiting to heal you. And it's an agreement with the pain, the sting from ones that cause heartbreak or heartache. Sometimes even with self-affliction, God approves those things. Yes, he approves it so you can go to him and reflect on him and ask for guidance and healing. It's sad and it's heartbreaking, but it reveals how much we are lost as people when we rather see individuals be broken and stay broken. Have more support for them being wicked, damaged, lost, than healed and whole and free. There's more support, literally, in this world, in our family units, in our friendships, in society, in the communities. It's more support, literally, to be toxic. It's more support for us to be mediocre. But when it's time to heal, we're lazy. We have excuses. We have time frames on how long we should heal. Like, we're not even giving ourselves grace to say, you know what? I've been damaged this long. I'm going to give myself more time to heal because it's probably many renewals of the mind I must go through and wisdom I must experience and accept. So I'm going to give myself grace. I'm going to give others grace. I'm going to motivate. I'm going to teach. I'm going to have gifts. I'm going to do many things to give myself that mercy and love, but also others as well. We are foul, and we're lazy, and we're trifling. I'm not talking about one person. I'm not talking about certain people. I'm talking about majority of society. Like, in our human nature, we're lazy and we're trifling. We're selfish, self-centered. We're forgetting about source. We're forgetting about our higher self. What the heck are we here for? Why does God has us still here? We go through suffering. Or there's some who on purpose approve of others suffering. They approve of others being afflicted. It's a different kind of evil. It's arising. While there's so many that are brainwashed. It's not about you being brainwashed. It's not about Anything that anyone could put a label on you while you're not healing, while you're carrying it, you're meant to heal. You're meant to grow. You're meant to expand. You're meant to walk with the goodness of God. You're meant to you're meant to experience the manifestations and the presence of God. It's a powerful moment each time you experience it, because it brings in the renewedness of the mind, and it renews your faith, and it supports your higher self that yes, you are gifted, yes, you are anointed, yes, you're powerful. No matter what you go through, no matter what label, it breaks all that down and reminds you of source and who you are. A lot of us put money in front of that. How? How? We put idols in front of it because certain things can fulfill the emptiness, but it comes with a price. You could tangle with the clutches that feed the flesh all you like. How you go in is not how you come out. Trust me. How you go in, you be begging to get out. And that's literally with anything that you could use to feed your flesh, and that will boost your being, your going in and coming out. I think we don't need to become religious. I think we need to become more spiritual, more in tune with our higher self and the Spirit of God more than ever. I think that's something we need, and that so many in our generations of our family didn't experience, or didn't have the heart to experience, or didn't have the heart to heal. I think God is calling all of us to it, to be honest with you, to be so real with you. Because if I yes, it's a heavy cost and a hell of a sacrifice to stay close to source. Yes. The more you want to get close to source, the more demonic works and demonic spirits going to fight you. Heck yes. They know of the fight, but they also know of the success of your higher self. And that's with anyone with a soul. It's not even about every spirit. I believe I believe every spirit was born, every soul was born with an excellent spirit that had a flow that attract goodness, blessings, miracles, but also the deep love from source, the deep guidance from source. It's challenging to stay close. Even with having everything right, it's still a challenge because the enemy can use envy or jealousy to try to creep in, and it requires everybody to be sold out. It requires everyone to seek the Spirit of God. It requires everyone to do the cleansing and have healthy standards and boundaries and support one another. Genuinely, it requires those things. Being religious and excuse me, being overly too much of religion will have you praying and feel like you need a closet every time real issues go down. But your mind, meanwhile, well, there's a need to pray, but there's not a closet. The enemy is attacking or attempting to attack the mind. But if you know the power of the mind, sometimes the silent prayers, ooh, but everything's already all pre-ordered. Everything from the issues you have with people, with the differences, the trauma, the affliction, the time frame on how much you battle addiction, or how much you battle depression, or how much you battle lust. There's a time period on it. I mean, there's a time period the enemy knows he has unquote power, but God approve of it because he knows he has all power, and the enemy knows this, that God has all power. So that's so rude. Oh, that's so rude. Excuse me. So everything that we go through life, God already knows. He already proved it. So, I mean, as a kid, I remember praying and having some issues of trauma myself. I remember sitting at the edge of the bed praying and crying out, God help me. Help me to heal. Help me to heal. And it felt like a heavy weight the moment I started praying out and crying to him, open up to him. Oh my gosh, it was so heavy. But that wasn't coming from God, that was coming from the enemy. I observed my own emotions and feelings, and even as an adult, I realized, oh, this is sent from Satan. I think we as people need to prepare and train each other on, and remind each other on our higher selves. If we know of this power within ourselves, we won't have to go calling up nobody but God. It will eliminate a lot of trauma from happening in the first place and support so many boundaries of self-control and self-love that many need. They wouldn't need ego. Excuse me. So higher self. Higher self is united with your spirit man. The spirit you were born with, the spirit the spirit you communicate with the Holy Spirit and receive direction from. That's the first thing that the Holy Spirit communicates, heal, answer. It's your spirit man. And your mind comprehends it. It sends waves to the mind. Then after the mind, the heart. The heart feels it. Then the heart, the character. It supports core values. It supports real healing. Higher self. Its higher self is full of healing. Doesn't matter whose name is attached to it. Doesn't matter how much healing is needed from this physical 3D realm. Higher self has the healing and power that one needs and knows of the guidance that Source can provide. Excuse me. It's like once you heal, the warfare makes sense. Once you heal, no one can make you broken again. Once you heal from it all. Even when they try to make you go through repeat struggles, repeat lessons, repeat mistakes, if it's tied to you or if it's from them, there's lessons in it. There's wisdom in it. There's power from you healing though as well. That's why the enemy attack individuals so hard, so much. Because they got work to do. Work surrounding healing and of the light. You're not meant to have idols of who hurt you. You're not meant to have idols of how successful individuals can be. You're meant to grow. I know I'm meant to grow. So much more God has for you. When you have a standard, a goal, with having faith in source and accept healing, that standard and goal can always change. Meaning, he made us to have higher standards. People think I'm acting bougie when I stand on my boundaries and standards. I'm like, no, this is universal. God created us to have higher standards and boundaries. Then they try to come up with another label. Like, wow. Doesn't take much to just reflect and heal or release a thing. Don't take much, but the strongholds that's attached to the pain, to the rebellion, to the wickedness, it calls a dog fight. It calls one to have, it calls one to go to war. And going to war, you need your higher self more than ever. Going to war, you need the healed version of yourself to be used in that fight. Not your flesh. Your flesh not going to win before you even start. Your higher self knows. Your higher self is full of prophetic wisdom, guidance. It's more than what you ever would know. And it's a gift from God. It really is. So if Source sends warfare and he has a lot of enemies, you have things that so much trauma was built on, pain was built around. There's enemies that comes after those who expose and promote work to the light to be revealed and after. But they don't know if you heal, they don't have power. The enemy doesn't know that. Excuse me, that's so rude, so rude. All this about purpose. All this about higher self. And it's worth it. Because the ones who attack you, the ones who attack me, they have strongholds they don't know how to deal with. There's no such thing as dealing with demonic forces, influence that make you forget about your value of yourself, that make you forget about the truth about yourself. I'm saying this because this is something I have to fight every day. I have to choose to fight it. I have to choose not to let it rule my life. I have to choose to stand up and see God, even when things are not going accordingly to the plan. The enemy doesn't want others to have connection with source and discover who they are. The enemy wants us on purpose entertaining our flesh. But if you went through enough warfare, you went through enough trauma, you went through enough brokenness, you are a magnet to the light. And every time you heal, it reveals your purpose. Every time. And every time you walk in the renewedness of your purpose, your identity gets revealed, and also the Holy Spirit. Healing wakes up the prophetic. Healing wakes up the gifts of the prophetic. Healing wakes up the grace, the mercy, the favor, the deep union with Source. It supports your long haul. It supports your road ahead. It supports you on that road less traveled. Excuse me. The only thing left one could do is just keep trusting Source and healing and trusting and loving Source. When you want that fulfillment, and when you want that for your children, when you want that for others, they experience any type of trauma, any type of affliction, when you want them to heal so they can be whole and discover the power within their higher self. Excuse me.